We're here today to honor a group with the Centennial Award for the third quarter of this school year. Again, just as a reminder, as we marked last year's Centennial of Beech Grove High School, we felt it appropriate to initiate an award that represents something to the people of our school community, and this high school in particular, those who have really given of their time and effort and sacrificed a lot for this school. And there's probably no group that has done more for this high school specifically, and the school corporation in general, than the Beech Grove Police Department. And we're here today with Chief Mark Schwartz and newly anointed SRO Kelly Spivey to recognize the work of the police department in the past, what you've done in the past, what you do in the present, and what we're going to do in the future here at Beech Grove High School. So first of all, congratulations, Chief Schwartz.
Thank you.
And Kelly, we'll do that too. We talk about, before we went on air, we talked about the presence that you have here. Any major event here at the high school, there's a police presence. We're happy to say more often than not, it's not required, but probably more often than not, it's not required because it's already here. And that means a lot to us, just as Officer Egan pulling up every morning with his light flashing, making sure everybody drives through the parking lot in an appropriate fashion. So tell us a little bit about the department in general, just a little bit about personnel, how many people you have in different positions, and all the things that go into your responsibilities as the chief of police.
As the chief, I am the main person in charge of the department. We have several different divisions. We have the administration, we have our detective division, and we have the road division, which covers our 3 shifts, plus starting Monday, we also have a 3rd canine unit that will be out. One of the canine units is a dual purpose, which does patrol and drugs, and the other 2 officers will be drug officers with their drug sniffing dogs. And those officers, all 3, will be available for the city and for any department that needs them, and to assist Officer Spivey when she needs them for any of the schools, which I think will be a valuable tool that the school and the city can use in their fight against the drugs.
And how many officers do you actually have on force now in the department?
33.
33. Now, when you first started, which goes back a ways, I remember standing at the ball games with you back then. How many officers did you have then?
I believe we had 27.
27.
Then.
So it's grown pretty significantly.
Yes, for our size of city, yes.
And it's not like you're wasting officers, is it?
No, we are still looking to increase, and if anybody wants to apply, 21 and over, and come and apply to the department.
Applying is the easy part, right?
That's
Getting
true.
on is not like going into your normal job situation, because I've seen some of the guys being tested out there. Talk a little bit about that. That's a good thing to bring up. Tell us a little bit about what it takes for, if I were going to apply, what I would have to go through in order to get on the Beech Grove Police Department.
You have to be 21 or over, you have to be a U.S. citizen, and then our requirements for physical, as far as running and push-up, sit-ups, we as a department require even more than the police academy. But we test what the police academy's out test is. That means when you get out of the police academy, you have to test a certain level. And our department requires our level, which is higher, twice a year to try to keep our officers fit.
What kind of educational background are you looking for your prospective officers?
We require a high school, but we're looking for at least some level of college.
And then you take it from there, you do the training, you send them to academies and so forth based on your needs, correct?
Yes, the Law Enforcement Academy, and then we require continuing education every year.
Is that a Beech Grove requirement, or is that a state requirement? Or
There's a state requirement, and then Beech Grove also has a higher requirement.
That sounds about right. If I talked about 20 years ago, we were hanging out at ball games. Besides the ball getting a little bit better now, you still stand down there. You're the chief of police. You're still there. You weren't the chief 20 years ago. Talk a little bit about your background and how you got involved in police work in general, Beech Grove specifically, and how you've kind of moved up the ranks.
I initially started with Beech Grove as a reserve officer in 1980. In 1981, I was hired as a dispatcher, and then in '83, I was hired full-time. And I think I started doing football games in '85, and that continued to grow. Football games, basketball games, a few soccer games, some wrestling matches. And I continue to do it, but I do it because I enjoy it. It's fun to meet the people of the school and the citizens of Beech Grove and other ones. It's enjoyable.
We've mentioned the presence here at the school and all you do for us at the school. Talk about some things you do outside the school for the community that sometimes get overlooked as well. I know you do a lot of different things for kids. Talk about those just a little bit, the things that occur outside of the schools.
Probably the longest running event, and we do this with cooperation of the school, is the Shop with a Cop, to where we take kids that the school has determined that might be a little bit underprivileged, may not have a good Christmas. That's what this Shop with a Cop is done, is around Christmas time. And we take 30, 35 kids shopping every year, and this has been going on maybe 15 years or more.
And that is with Beech Grove students? Is it exclusive to them, or do you?
It's exclusive to Beech Grove students, and the school picks the students that probably fit a criteria that the police department and the schools would want.
Okay. Speaking of the schools, Beech Grove High School has a new SRO. She is Kelly Spivey. Mark Parker is going to be reassigned within the department. He wants to do some different things, is my understanding. We definitely made an improvement in the looks department. There's no doubt about that. So Kelly, we'd like to welcome you to Beech Grove High School as well, and we hope you enjoy us as much as I'm sure we'll enjoy you. Tell us a little bit about what your role as the SRO is. I know you have worked with the other schools prior to coming to the high school. Tell us a little bit about what your job entails and the kinds of things you're going to try to do here at the high school.
The SRO program is designed for the officer to come in and not only have a presence at the schools, but to teach the kids, counsel them, be a mentor. It's a big step to grow an SRO program, to gain relationships with kids. You know, on the street, working there, we're very reactive to what kids do. And the SRO program allows us to be proactive, to talk to kids, to meet kids, to give them a different perspective of what, you know, an officer is, and, you know, that we're human beings just like them, and that we're people. And we gain a lot of relationships, and I got a lot of trust with the kids. With the SRO, I become a liaison between the department and the school. I become a liaison between the students and the staff. It's a big job. It's really rewarding to gain relationships with kids who, you know, maybe have a misunderstanding about the police or something they see on social media. And I am very open to kids talking to me and asking me any questions they like, you know, and I'll answer it truthfully. I'll answer it as a person, as a police officer. So I really encourage kids to come up and introduce themselves to me. I'm willing to go into classrooms and talk to kids. So it's exciting. I'm really happy to be here, and I'm honored to be here. So thank you.
We're happy to have you as well. Jim Kaufman of Eckstein Shoes is the name sponsor on this award, and Jim was in earlier passing on his congratulations. As I token from us and them, we appreciate. Words cannot express how much we appreciate you people and everything you do for us. I've I bet if I've told Mark Parker once, I've told him 100 times, I could not do his job and wouldn't want any part of it. How you guys do what you do is amazing to me. I am envious, and I'm proud to know you, and I look forward to the games Friday night just to talk to you as much as anything. So thank you for coming in, and again, this is for the third quarter of our school year. We're very proud to add the Beech Grove Police Department to our list of Centennial Award winners. We will do one more this school year, and we look forward to doing that. But right now, we are, again, very, very grateful to Chief Swartz and Officer Spivey for coming in today, and we look forward to a continued long relationship with the Beech Grove Police Department. Thank you so much.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.